Yeah.
What color would you like? Brown,
Yeah,
blonde, redhead, you brunette, black. Let's try black. Let's go black.
All right, good evening, everyone. We'll call the village board meeting to order. Would the clerk please call the roll?
Trustee Gus.
Here.
Trustee Jensen.
Right here.
Trustee Miller.
All right.
Trustee Siddick.
Here.
Good morning.
Trustee Wells is absent.
Oh.
Attorney Frollo
Here.
is here. Mayor Hooker and
Here.
Clerk McDonald is present.
All right. If you would please rise and join me in the Pledge of Allegiance.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic which stands one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
All right. First item tonight is public comment on agenda items. Is there anyone wish to address the board tonight about any of the agenda items? Hearing none, we'll move on to the consent agenda, which tonight includes the following items. Approval of the village board regular meeting minutes for April 11th. Bills presented for payment in the amount of $109,316.79. The public safety, finance, and community development reports for March. Is there anything the board would have us to consider separately? Hearing nothing, do we have a motion to approve?
Your Honor.
A motion by trustee Gus, second by trustee Miller. Discussion? All right, roll call, please.
Trustee Gus.
Aye.
Trustee Jensen. Trustee Miller.
Aye.
Trustee Siddick.
Aye.
Motion carries. All right, nothing for the mayor's report tonight. We'll move through the trustee reports next. Finance Committee, trustee Jensen.
All I have to report is to announce the date of our next meeting, May 21, Tuesday, 6 p.m. We had no April meeting for lack of agenda items.
All right,
That's all I have tonight.
thank you. Parks and Recreation, trustee Gust.
No report, Your Honor.
All right. Planning, Zoning, Building Committee, trustee Wells is not here and has no agenda items. Public Relations, Intergovernmental Agreement Committee.
Well, I'll just talk about the spring cleanup because that's coming to, the first iteration of it is going to come to pass before we have another one of our board meetings. The first one will be Saturday, May the 4th, and that's all residential areas west of Lewis Avenue, including the Cambridge subdivision. Please make sure materials are curbside by 7 a.m. Items that will not be collected are batteries, oils, liquids, hazardous materials, concrete, yard waste, insecticides, and construction debris. We will have a dumpster at our Public Works facility on the same Saturday as the spring cleanup from 8 a.m. to 12 p.m. only. And the dumpster is for appliances, electronics, and tires. So, as I said, first Saturday of the pickup is May 4th, and then the next Saturday, May the 11th, will be for all Beach Park residents east of Lewis Avenue, which includes all the mobile home parks, too. So if anybody has questions, just give the Village Hall a call.
All right,
Ends my report.
thank you. Next up, Public Works Committee.
Okay, hello.
Oh, wait, what about me?
Oh, I went right by you again, Linda. I'm sorry. Public Safety. I got a bad habit of that. I'm so sorry.
That's okay. I have no report, but I wasn't sure if the Sheriff's Department had anything that they would like to share with the public. Events and things that have been going on that they've been dealing with that could help in any way.
Sergeant Zinks with Lake County Sheriff's Office. So our new system, our new Tyler system, our new CAD dispatch system and report writing system is now active. It went active on the 16th. Us and about 20 other communities are now under the same umbrella as far as information sharing. As you know, with the new systems coming in, there's a huge learning curve, and the system is built from scratch for the Lake County Sheriff's Office and adjoining communities with us. So a lot of the data is not built into the system yet, and a lot of the reports and things that we present to the village on a weekly basis and a monthly basis, they're aware of the problem, so those reports haven't been generated yet. But I've been assured that sometime either this week or next week, those reports should be coming forth to Mr. Huber and to myself so that they can be passed on. And then we had flock cameras that are going to be starting to get installed that the Lake County Sheriff's Office or the County of Lake actually owns. Those locations haven't been 100% determined yet. They're still permitting through DOT. Some of them are going to be IDOT permitting, stuff like that. So as soon as those locations are known, we will definitely let that be known to the board if some are in the Village Beach Park. But I also had a representative reach out to me as the liaison and put them in touch with Mr. Huber. And one of the good things about Flock, if you don't know, it's a system that's built in. Some private communities that have like Ring cameras, they have HOAs have a lot of Flock cameras, businesses, but there are also some that are governmentally owned. What's the benefit to it? All of that information it takes on license plates, it takes on persons, it takes on other motorized vehicles, it takes pictures of them. And if we're looking for a suspect vehicle, whether it be a license plate, a year, make, and model of vehicle, or something that might be unique to that vehicle, we are able to pull that up through the database, and we can see if that vehicle has traveled or had a hit in that area. But it also picks up on stolen vehicles and things like that. So it could report a sign of a stolen vehicle. It doesn't have to be an in-person one, but it'll alert the system, and then that information gets passed on to us. So some success stories that we've had. We actually had a very successful thing that happened with the armed robbery over the weekend. The flock camera system and some of the other things that we were able to use
Green Bay and
at the old mom and pa's at the Quick Stop. So utilizing some of these kind of resources has helped us solve that heinous crime that day. So definitely a benefit to that system. Hopefully the village is able to get on board with that as well. But again, that information will be coming forward later on. Other than that, I have nothing.
All right.
thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you very much. That is my report.
All righty. Now,
Okay, now.
Public Works.
All right, 2 items for the board's consideration tonight under Public Works. And the first one is a resolution. And this is to approve a change order number 1, and the final payment for the 2023 MFT Street Maintenance Project. And a little background, our village staff worked with our village engineers and the Public Works Committee, identifying the scope of this project. And the engineers confirmed the quantities and values submitted by the contractor, Peter Baker and Son. This change order and final payment was discussed and approved, recommended for approval at the April 9th Public Works Committee meeting. Best part of it is the cost of the project was reduced by a total of $240,448.54, and bringing the final payment total to $209,015.60. And that's not here. I don't know. I don't remember. What was the reason for the reduction? Mark, do you remember?
Just general quantities, nothing specific.
Okay.
Yeah.
To the tune of $240,000, always welcome and appreciated.
Mhm.
So this is in line with our village priority of continuing with aggressive payment, repair, and replacement. Impact to our budget is $240,448. Comes out of the motor fuel tax and the general fund. So with that, I will make a motion to approve a resolution, change order number 1, and final payment for the 2023 MFT Street Maintenance Program.
I will second it.
We have a motion by trustee Miller, second by trustee Gust. Discussion? All right. Roll call, please.
Trustee Jensen.
Aye.
Trustee Miller.
Aye.
Trustee Sidik.
Aye.
Trustee Wells.
Aye.
And Trustee Gus.
Aye.
Motion carries.
Okay. And second item is another resolution, and this is to approve Beach Park's participation in the Lake County Cooperative Purchasing Program. And this has to do with preventative maintenance of our streets, which includes seal coating, crack sealing, and striping on asphalt parking lots in the village-owned properties. This type of maintenance prevents moisture from getting underneath the pavement and extends the life of the village-owned sites. This company, Patriot Pavement Maintenance, Inc., has done work for the village in the past with satisfactory results, and they are holding their 2023 unit pricing into 2024. This was discussed at our Public Works Committee meeting also on April the 9th and recommended for approval. This keeps in line with our village priority again of maintaining aggressive pavement repair and replacement. The impact to our budget is $20,503.30, which comes out of the general fund. So I would offer a motion for a resolution approving participation in the Lake County Cooperative Purchasing Program and a contract with Patriot Pavement Maintenance, Inc. in the amount of $20,503.30 for seal coating, crack sealing, and striping projects at various locations in Beach Park.
I will second it.
We have a motion by trustee Miller, second by trustee Gust. Discussion? One of the benefits of this program is this is a conglomerate of municipalities through the municipal league that come together and are able to bid much larger projects than we could individually. So we get the benefits of the pricing. Contractor gets the benefits of having exposure to more municipalities at one opportunity. So, all right, roll call, please.
Trustee Miller.
Aye.
Trustee Siddick. Trustee Wells.
Aye.
Trustee Gust.
Aye.
Trustee Jensen.
That concludes Public Works
All right.
tonight.
Trustee Wells, did you have anything to report tonight?
No report, however, I did want to make the public aware that we're looking to set up a building planning zoning meeting, committee meeting, the week of the 13th through the 17th. We have to confirm a couple of points, but that's what we're looking at this point.
Okay.
We'll let the public know at the appropriate time.
All right, very good. All right, I have nothing to report for the TIF committee as it has not met. Any additional staff reports?
No report, Mayor. Thank
All
you.
right, we have no old business. Is there any new business to come before the board tonight?
I'd just like to address the traffic situation in the neighborhood impacted by the Sheriff Road shutdown. The village, the stickers, the resident stickers were distributed to the folks in that neighborhood. Whether they've been checked, I haven't seen any checks being done, but it's I think people appreciate that. And I also saw in the finance report that we have had, we've been paying for special detail in that area, which is appreciated, I'm sure. And also on Sheridan Road, the Sheriff's Department street speed sign is actually having an impact. I commute that way every day, and as soon as those colored lights start to flash, even though they drive it every day and they know it's there, they still reflexively slow down. So it is having an impact. That's all I have, Mayor.
All right, thank you. Any other new business? All right. Now's the second opportunities for citizens wishing to address the board. We ask is that you come to the podium, give us your name, and state your case.
Yeah, Fravelli, Fairbanks. Can I get a sign at the end of our street since we're the only two streets? Pickford and Fairbanks are the only streets that don't have the signs. And my mailbox got wiped out the other day. And I was gonna call in, but what are you gonna do? Have the police come out an hour later and
Right.
make out a report for what?
So you're the section between Chaplin and, yeah. Yeah.
Yes.
In that
That
section.
don't- Yeah, Pickford and Fairbanks are the only ones that don't have signs now.
Okay.
So, but hopefully that'll help them. But there's only, 8 mailboxes and 3 of them already got hit. So there's only 5 left. But I don't know why they ain't pulling in driveways.
Yeah.
They're turning around in the middle of the street and it's okay, but what are you gonna do? I ain't gonna chase the person down the street because they hit my mailbox.
Right.
Thank you.
Thank you.
John, I should get an extra 5 minutes. You had me wrapped up with a 6 sheriff deputies last week. David O'Rear. Just, I'm going to cut it down to one item tonight so you guys can get home. The 38835 Sheridan Road. It's in the corner of Oak Forest and Sheridan. I've lived in here, I moved there 36 years ago. That place has been a problem, a pain, an eyesore from day one. I first moved in, I had semis parked all over getting their radios fixed. Then we went through rock and roll and then Christian music, all over the neighborhood, parking everywhere. Then it's been closed down, all the windows broke out of it. I don't know what else to say. Why should I go to the effort of keeping my property up? I asked the gentleman that owns that property, why don't you just paint the back of the building one color, paint the side? He sent one person out there with a paintbrush. He painted the fascia on the front of the building. Now it's peeling off. It really looks bad. Now I should have left it alone. Something has got to be done. I know that is a situation that we're looking to have a sales tax coming in from a business going there, but we cannot stand back and let people drive by every day. Look at the boarded up windows. Look at the paint peeling. They've already made their mind up about Beach Park and well, at least we closed the border so we can't keep that problem. They've got their mind made up already. They go from there to the car lots. They park on the grass. They park everywhere they want to do. Now, our community service people goes in and straightens it out maybe once, twice a month. They don't more than leave till they're right back at it. So if you put a $500 a day fine on them, they might change their mind. It's totally disrespectful for those people to do that. And I can understand why officers would leave, our code enforcement officers would leave. They go out, they do it, nothing happens. We do it next month. We do it the month after. I guess you probably think that I'm a nut on this cleanliness and the order. That's what's going to sell this community. We've got the accounting department in this building does a fantastic job. All of the accolades in the hallway there, that's fine. Not one person driving through the village of Beach Park knows that. All they know is buildings that need to be painted, buildings that are empty, car lots that are just parked to stray, anything they want to do to run business. And there's got to be something on Sheridan Road that someone can take an interest in and getting it at least looking somewhat like we would like to see new business come in there. There's some lots there. There's some old lots. We need to be working on another housing project to go in there at the corner of Sheridan and York House. That would bring a lot to this community. So I'm going to let it go with that tonight. The rest of it I'll get later, believe me, because I know where you guys are at. I appreciate what you guys do. I've been there. I know what it's like to be in this setting in a seat. And I know it's an everyday occurrence. And I thank you for what you do. Thank you.
Thank you for your comments.
Colsham Bari. I'm here representing 12966 West Wadsworth Road today. First, I'd like to address you guys and just ask where the March 14th video and audio is from that meeting. I don't know if I need to FOIA that or if I need to talk to Mary Jo or, we can talk about that later. As far as 12966 West Wadsworth Road, it's the property where we operate our business out of. We've been operating our business out of there since 1985. We have no plans to stop operating our business out of there. I will have zero compliance with your administrative staff, as they've already proven to me that they've got no regard for my civil liberties. So, Mr. Wells, as chair of the zoning department, I'm happy to sit down with you, come up with a plan that works for everybody, but I'm just letting you guys know I will not talk to either of these people.
Thank you. Anyone else?
I don't want to arm wrestle.
Hello. This is the first time I've been up here. I'm the owner of 10819 West Beach Road. My house faces north. I'm at the west end of the cemetery on Beach Road. I bought my house back in
Sorry,
2001.
Could we get your name just for the?
Oh, Kimberly Clark, I'm sorry.
Okay.
I bought my house back in 2001, and when I purchased it, I had absolutely no water problems. It was disclosed that there were no water issues at my house when I bought my house. I had no problems for the first 11 years. 2012 came, and the reconstruction of Beach Road. I was jumping for joy. I was waiting for those curbs to come in. I was waiting for the new road, and I was so happy to get it. However, the problem that then arose after that is I have a storm sewer that's in front of my house. At both ends of my block, at the corner of Loyola in Beach and Wilson in Beach, there are identical storm sewer covers that are right there. Ever since they redid Beach Road, they've destroyed, by ripping out the two end pads closest to the street, the pipe that goes underneath from my storm sewer in my front house to the corner. Since then, I have now been replacing sump pumps. I've made numerous calls to the village. My calls either don't get returned, they get ignored, or I've heard, that's your storm sewer, it's on your private property. Or it's, okay, it's ours, we'll come out with the vac truck. And they did this several times, and I've got pictures to prove that. In the meantime, now I've had a pipe now that has been, it goes across the front of my house. It goes down my driveway. And it basically pushes that. The only way that I can get that water from my house now, since that storm pipe has been damaged in my front yard, is to push that water down my driveway, down to the end of the street. Now, it doesn't pool there. I'm very cautious about during the winter. I've run into Pat last November. I purposely took a half a day off from work because the temperature unexpectedly dropped. I don't want ice out there. I'm the last person on earth that would ever want to cause a safety hazard or an accident. We've got ambulances and fire departments and sheriff's department flying up and down that road. So I purposely took a day off to come home to take that pipe off the road. Now, as we speak today, I now have that sump pump going off once every 5 minutes because, what's his name, Steve? He has put a door hanger on my front door effective 12/14. I didn't see the door hanger because it was hung on my front door and I don't use my front door. So I did make a phone call and he actually got back to me. I missed the hearing date on January 10th. So he rescheduled it then for February 14th and I showed up. I was then told that the pipe had to come off of the street. So I made sure that the pipe came off of the street. And I made sure that, especially, like I said, the last thing I want to do is cause an accident. I don't want that on my conscience. So last November, prior to this door hanger being put on my front door, I ran across Pat. He's not here tonight. I can't say enough about Pat because he's got social skills. He actually caught me coming home on that one day, that half a day, to take the pipe off the street. And he rolled up at the end of my driveway and said, you can't put that out there on the cold days. And I apologized profusely. I took it off the road, no problem. Now, as we all know, we didn't get a whole lot of snow this winter. It's been fairly warm. The only way I can mitigate and get the water away from my house, because as we speak here today, I have my sump pump going off every 5 minutes, and I have timed it. That's 288 times in a 24-hour period. That's 8,928 times in a 31-day month. Now, it's no wonder I've been replacing sump pumps every 6 months. I've had to worry about my basement flooding. And now that this door hanger has been hung on my front door, now I only get to see my grandchildren once a year because they live out in Wichita, Kansas, and I work full-time. So now I'm being dragged into meeting after meeting, and I'm getting no resolution. And now it's almost like being thrown into the deep end of a pool and being told you're not allowed to reach for the edge.
Can I talk to you if you hang around after the meeting and with Mark Huber, our administrator, and just I would like to get some details from you.
I have pictures, I have videos. I have a map that I've drawn showing all of the storm sewers.
Mhm.
I don't know who else to take this to. I
Right.
know this
Oh,
is the first time bringing it in front of you,
Sure.
but I need to take it to someone.
Yep. Come just when the meeting's over. We'll meet
I will
over
stay.
there. Thank you.
Thank you.
You bet. All right. Anyone else?
Charlie Easley, 9786 Paxton. I'm very disturbed that I can't watch a video of the meetings anymore. It doesn't seem to be on. Have we quit that? I'm a little upset. I've been coming to these meetings for 30 years that we've been a village. Used to be you had to give your name, your address. Now nobody gives their address. And now we're getting, the last time I got to watch one, the people don't even want to give their last name. I would like that enforced if possible. And I would like the village to remember that not everybody out here wants a pickup truck or a commercial vehicle parked in the neighborhood. It is something that I don't know, you have to have a referendum or other people. They keep talking blue collar workers. Well, where I came from, a blue collar worker was a person that was working by the hour, not the guy that gets the service truck, and he would be the upper echelons. He'd be beyond my blue collar ideas. So I thought I'd mention that, and I would hope that we get it back on video. I work soup kitchen for OLH on Thursday nights. I had to bust my butt to get here, I'll tell you that. But it would be nice to be able, I'm probably one of the few that watch it regularly. And I would like for that to start again. And get this mic turned on, because half the time you can't hear the people speak. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Anyone else?
Oh, my name is Nicole Lafarge. You guys pretty much aware of this. By definition, a blue-collar worker is a working-class person who performs manual labor or skilled trades. Skilled trades would include those service calls that you need a service vehicle for. That is why we've been coming to these meetings for the last year and a half or so, wanting these commercial vehicle parking. I like how you're going to wink at him. That's cute. So I like how also you guys had an issue with people coming up here and talking, apparently. You no longer wanted to answer questions or speak to the public that you work for. So literally, overnight, you guys come up with this ordinance magically about time limits. Not being able to ask questions, not getting a response from you. You can come up with an ordinance that quickly to benefit yourselves, not benefit the people that you work for, yet the people that you work for are asking for something for over a year and a half, and you guys seem to have done absolutely nothing about it. So that's pretty much my comment tonight. My only other thing I want to point out is that you want to give all of us tickets for codes and ordinances and this and that you guys don't disagree with. But just so you know, there's a building code about having covers on outlets, and this cover, this outlet right here, hasn't had a cover on it for a long time. So if you want to give out tickets and for codes and ordinances, maybe you guys should follow them as well. Thank you.
All right. Anyone else? All right. We'll close the public comments. It's a hole in the riser for our low voltage wires. It's not electrical. Chuck, or Charlie, with respect to the video, we've recently been allowing the school board to use our facilities here. And we had problems with their setup of our PA system and recording system and ours. I think we've got them resolved now. We're hoping. That combined with the change in the recording system software that occurred. So that did happen. It affected 1 or 2 meetings. Three? Okay, so I think it's just one? Okay. So typically they're posted after the minutes are approved from at the next meeting. So after that comes, but as far as the live YouTube, that should be back live right now. Okay, so.
That's where I watch it on YouTube.
There you go. All right. Yes, and we'll talk to Mrs. Clark here, and I think that was it, other than that, as far as comments back. So, all right, we have no cause tonight for an executive session.
Mayor?
Yes.
Mind I offer a motion to adjourn?
We have a motion to adjourn. Do we have a second?
I just did have one comment.
Yes.
Real quickly before adjournment. I just wanted to let everybody know that we all sit on various committees, and this is where the work is done prior to anything coming to the village board for a vote. I know that I've been approached in the past, hey, Linda, we'd like to discuss something on your committee. Can we do? Absolutely. I don't know that anybody in the public has reached out to any other board member to recommend discussion or anything to happen on a committee level. I look forward to that when that does happen, and I just wanted to bring that forward.
All right. Second by Trustee Gust. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? We are adjourned. Thank you all.